It actually sounds like kind of a rough matchup for Shulk, in my opinion. Yeah. I feel like Bowser is a character that can easily overwhelm Shulk, and I'm imagining Shulk at ledge and not having enough tools to regain control.
Shulk's frame data startup is like, if he's not already winning, it might be tough. I could see it. But like that also depends on whether or not the Bowser can keep somebody like Shulk in disadvantage for long enough. Because it's like, most Bowser players, I'm gonna be honest, stick to their flowchart. And if they don't do anything else that's different, it's just like, well, you're not really a threat anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like overall Shulk is definitely just better when it comes to like juggling and like, maybe not ledge trapping, but like juggling, edge guarding, like holding advantage more so than Bowser, at least on the same level.
Creating better situations to whip punish.
No,
You have speed.
Those air slashes will literally cover like any like blind spot that barara tries to cover from.
All right.
Using the speed art.
Speed art is what I was thinking. Speed art is when Bowser starts getting bodied.
Yeah.
And he just raw did it. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah, that forward air is actually racist.
Damage? That could be okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Nice thing about speed art too is that on stages like Battlefield, where like, and this is where like the platforms are like the lowest height they possibly could be. So on every legal stage, if you have speed art active, your full hop doesn't go
anywhere. You're just
to the top of the platform. So you could like feint it to someone who doesn't like know the matchup, and make them think that you're gonna land up there with them.
And then you're just sitting there sharking them the entire time.
Yeah, it's like perfect for that type of mix. Speed art is like so good.
I'm starting to see the snowball start rolling. I don't think it's looking too good for Barara. But could he die here?
Even despite
barely.
matchups, I've played both of these players a lot of times, and I think the skill gap might be a little too much for Barara.
That's what I'm thinking
There's
too.
There's no doubt that Bowser can just like snowball. Yes. You know, like that is entirely possible.
But this isn't the only character that Barara has. He has Pac-Man. He has, and I think one other character I'm forgetting about, but the other one that comes to mind.
Shulk on ledge.
Pac-Man doesn't sound fun.
No, that sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. What? Like
Great
that.
catch with the air slash, by the way.
How did Sean lose his stock? What was it? Buster Flying Slam, right?
He had Buster and he got, yes.
Okay. So even then, I'm going to count that more just like that was like a really small mistake and you just happen to be in a wrong mode. But like, he's just kind of cooking right now.
Good thing he was shield art for that up smash too.
Yeah. You see, like, this is what I mean. Like, the Shulk's frame data naturally isn't really that good, but being in speed art lets you just play the game in and out. And if Bowser starts whipping, you're just there to punish it immediately.
Yeah, and even just getting like a one-hit thing like dash attack can lead to like so much.
You have to hit people during their panic options.
Because you can whip punish from like as far away as you want. Like you can get over there like Son.
I knew it. There it is. He really does not let people like. He got hit with it the first time, but after that, I would have been in my mind the entire game. Every time, like
one thing to say, you didn't let him breathe.
One thing that I think
he didn't let him breathe at all.
What Sean does very well, in my opinion, is he knows when's the right time to overwhelm his opponent. Like he's typically good at waiting for an interaction, and it's not that he overextends. He doesn't do that, but it's just when he knows that you're in like a panic option and you're going to pick something, he knows exactly what that scenario is, and he's great on capitalizing that.
That's a nice thing about like Shulk too is that
Shulk teaches you that.
Exactly. Like playing.
You gotta wait.
Playing Shulk, if you try to go off stage and like take a hit further, like through an edge guard,
that's a sock.
The most you can do is 1 or 2 forward airs, and then you have to go back.
Yep.
In neutral, you can't just be full hopping all the time unless you're in speed art.
Yeah. And your only real ground option is like a max spaced F tilt or spam down tilt.
Yeah.
Oh my man, he is like.
So definitely like playing Shulk is like given him like naturally a disciplined play style.
You have to be because it's like it's exactly what you said. And even then, like if you try to go any further, you start losing neutral. But like the opening sequence from Echo Sean or Ranger Sean even the double nairs into grabs both times, like this dude's just playing Marvel's Capcom over here.
Yeah.
Like he's just creating situations that favor him, and then Barara's just getting hit or panicking.
Oh, I do have a Shulk question.
Sure.
So against Tough Guy, like I know a lot of Shulk's moves has like the sword and then the blade comes out like back air and up air. Does Bowser Tough Guy that?
No.
So like if he did falling up air, he only got the first hit, that's still gonna hit.
Because Tough Guy is like it's knockback based, it's not damage based, right?
I don't know.
It's something like that, yeah.
Because like Mega Man's pellets
don't do nothing.
But like later on they do, right?
Like later on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Saw Blade and Leaf Shield still do something even though they don't do anything. They just like stun you.
They have just enough like set knockback.
Yeah.
It's like fine.
Yeah.
I think up air and down air's first hits are the same F smash too.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
That's
know
fair.
about that with Busters since they do less knockback, but I'm pretty sure like any percent where like you reasonably will want to do it, you're fine.
And it's just weird interactions. Like I know with Kazuya, like the only pellet that actually touches him is the very like point blank one.
Yeah.
But then you see stuff like Ivysaur and Air facing through Bowser. He doesn't give a shit.
And he's just covering him every time.
And it's definitely like Bowser's one of those characters where there's not an entire lot of leniency off stage. You kind of like, you have option 1 or option 2, which is go high or go low. And Shulk doesn't really give a shit because he can cover both at the same
Air slash
time.
and forward air are just
High low.
on the
Damage?
clock.
This should at least be 40%? Okay, no, that's fine.
Nice parry.
He's like, you take the high road.
I'll take the low.
Lowest forward air.
He's
That
trying
was
so hard to
funny.
read things, but it's just like, dude, like, come on, like. I think there was a lot of situations where Barara could have punished something, but he's like dashing back and forth and trying to like be prepared for something. It's like, no, now you have to slow the game down.
I also feel like the one thing that, again, like the one thing I was talking about of Sean being really good at knowing when his opponent's going to panic, I feel like Barara is the opposite of that, where he's
just
choosing what,
swinging.
yeah.
He's swinging, but it doesn't look like he's timing correctly, and it's
No.
like he's catching himself tripping over like his shoes with all these
The condor dive! Did you see it? I don't think there was a single pivot up tilt.
There was one, and it was at the start of the last
That's what I
game,
was saying, yeah.
And it didn't hit. It was just, oh, you did it, and he literally just jumped past it.
No one popped off.